Hola, hola, buenos dias. Happy Sunday. I have a tarot message for the week ahead. This is a timeless message, however, so if you happen to stumble across this message, don't worry about the dates. If you feel like there's a message here for you, there might be, so stick around. All right, so I'm not going to go, just to be clear, I'm not going to go day by day. What's the energy of this day? What's the energy of that day? What I'm really looking for is an overall energy for the week of February 11th to the 18th. That's Sunday to Sunday. I'm including today because it's early in the morning, and so I want to include today too. And it's February 11th to the 18th of 2024. And what I want is just an overall energy, maybe some blind spots that we can get a heads up about, and some guidance. It's always nice to be prepared, right? We prepare ourselves for presentations and all kinds of other things. We can prepare ourselves for the week by checking in with our tarot. I did, as I was shuffling and shuffling all the different tarot decks that I want to use today, there was a common message around a actual message, communication. The word listen kept popping up in my handmade tarot deck of, or not tarot deck, but my word cards that I've created. Listen kept popping up, communicate. So yeah, let's see. I'm gonna first pull an archetype of the wild unknown. I think I want to take this one, and let's see what this energy is about. We'll have this as our overall energy, the threshold. I mean, you know, there is definitely, with the new moon in Aquarius, I definitely felt like there's something looming, like there's some kind of energy of like leaving something behind in order to move into something new. And of course, you know, we know that during the new moon, it is a time of letting go and shedding to start the new cycle, to start the new lunar cycle. So let's look into what this threshold card, what kind of message it brings for us, and we'll get going. All right, the message here, the door, the gate, the initiation. Yes, of course. We cross thresholds continually, consciously, and unconsciously. Doorways, gates, and entryways grace our path on a daily basis. When this card arises, it signifies that the precipice you stand upon is not your typical one, however. You have arrived at a threshold of initiation, here to usher you into a new reality. It requires you to leave behind the you that you thought was so well formed. A new frontier calls. This is not easy work. Threshold initiation means a part of you will be lost in order to make space for what is next. A metaphorical death must occur. Some may not recognize you. You may struggle to recognize yourself. The ground seems to crumble as you free fall into your new reality. This is the liminal realm. One step, dear friend. Just take that one necessary step toward the future that calls you. Wow, I just got the chills all over my body. In Hindu mythology, Ganesh is the ultimate gatekeeper. Look to the great elephant god for support. Hecate, Janus, and Mention are also watching over you. Crossing a threshold may not always be voluntary. Sometimes we are thrown across the boundary through circumstances far beyond our control. Either way, we cannot go back. Wow, that's so strong, because also another card that popped up as I was shuffling our clarity deck, the Tower card came up, and that card did come up in another reading that I posted. I think it was, when was it? Yesterday or the day before that? Something like that. I talked about the Tower card, and it does very much feel like this new beginning is being initiated by you know, the rocking of something, some kind of something that's coming into, you know, into your knowing, that's basically shaking up everything that you knew to be true, is, you know, kind of propelling you into this new beginning. All right, so let's get into some tarot cards. I've already shuffled the cards, and I've already called in all of my guides and my healing guides, my channeling guides, and asked for the highest vibrating messages. So let's see. Get a little sip of my yummy mushroom coffee. All right, let's see. What is this threshold about that we are being initiated into, Spirit, for this week? I know we also have Valentine's Day this week. I don't want to take those cards. All right, let me just take a moment, get super duper clear here. Sometimes when the cards take a long time to come out, I feel like it's me not being very clear with my intention. So what I have been doing with the tarot cards is I've been picking 3 cards. One is the overall situation. In the middle, I like to have the challenge area, and then the action. So let's see if maybe that prompt will help us get some clear energy here. So I have 4 cards here. I'm just gonna look at them, how they came out. So we have the Ace of Inspiration as our overall energy. This one came out with the 8 of Inspiration. These came out together. Maybe I should do that. Maybe I should leave those 2 together. These 2 came together as our challenge. And let's get 2 more for our action cards. Now, we did see some of these were in reverse, so we'll talk about that. But I feel like with these, I'm just going to take them all upright, this being our action. Very interesting energy here. So I am definitely seeing a message here. Ace of Inspiration, this is, you know, 8 of Wands, 8 of Inspiration, moving forward. So definitely there is some kind of message that is being sent out here that basically, you know, will propel you into this, you know, this threshold that you're crossing. We'll definitely get deeper into that. But for now, let's see, the overall energy is this very strong, passionate desire to move towards something. Ace of Inspiration, this is fire energy, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries energy here. And of course, you know, this is like very passionate, and it's interesting. I always just love when this happens, when I notice new things on cards that I've been using for years. You know, I see some snails up here. So this means to me that the energy had been moving really slow, and some kind of spark of inspiration, something sparks that fire, and it's like, all right, time to move. Let's go. Let's get moving. So this is the overall energy. Now, and I love, remember in the threshold where it was saying, like, just take that first step. Take that first step. And here, oh, she's taking some steps. So yay, that's really exciting. I love that. For the challenge, we have the 9 of Emotions and the Magician, which it's interesting. I'm waiting right now as I'm talking for my spirit guides to clarify to me how this is a challenge, because this to me looks like a really, this is like a wish fulfillment. This is like, you know, being very clear within your emotions about what it is, how it is that you want to use your power and your tools to make something happen. Maybe actually, I got it. That is our challenge. It is getting clear in our emotions to get very clear about what we want to manifest. What do we want, to create with this inspiration and clarity of emotions? It's also, this feeling of like being, maybe being worried that, not worried, but like concerned that, you're making choices just from an emotional state. You don't want to make choices from an emotional state. But what I'm hearing is that perhaps it's not about, making a choice from feelings, right? It's more about making a choice from that heart knowing, from the space of the heart, about knowing, making a decision based on how deeply you know yourself. In the action section, we have the Knight of Inspiration. So whenever we see a knight, we know that this is a message coming from the king, right? So most decks, we see the knights on a horse because they're messengers. The Knight of Inspiration is the fastest moving knight. This guy is like on fire. And we see that in the Ace of Inspiration and the Eight of Inspiration. Like, this is somebody that is like, you feel really inspired to send some kind of message. And what I see from here is that this message, Five of Voices, what always catches my eye with this Five of Voices in particular, which is the Five of Swords, is this olive branch. It's almost like somebody wants to extend a peace offering. Now, I do feel very strongly that I want to read from the Five of Voices, because I love also when this happens, by the way, is like I don't have to look. Spirit just opens right to where I want to go. Thank you so much. So I was going to say that sometimes the Five of Voices can be, fives are numbers of change and not really stable. There's a lot of change and movements. So this could be your mind fluctuating, like you have a lot of mental movement, like you can't quite make up your mind. So let's see what it says here. Keywords: feelings of defeat, learning from lessons of loss, fighting, winning at all costs, a time to extend an olive branch, seeing what's really important, failure, being hurt, bullying. Prompt: social moths. I am going to win. I am the one who deserves this. It doesn't matter who gets in my way. Nothing will stop me. I don't care what it takes to make this happen. The muse of the Five of Voices looks down, reflecting back the ways we can miss what really matters as we strive to win. Sometimes we find ourselves falling victim to someone else's ambition and iniquity, and other times it is we ourselves who are lost on the path to victory. We forget about how we get there, and we forego our better interests, our integrity, our balance, our humanity, in order to come out on top. Sometimes when we win, we lose. How do you want to feel at the top of that ladder you're climbing? Where does it really go? What costs are you paying to win? And what fallout is associated with those costs? Seek connection and trust, and ascend with friendship, forgiveness, and deep compassion. When winning, your success resents the failure that it costs. How many broken stories? Forgive the pieces that you've lost. I feel like I need to read that again. When winning, your success resents the failure that it cost. How many broken stories? Forgive the pieces that you've lost. Wow. So yeah, the challenge definitely being here, clarity of heart and using your power in a heart-centered way. Magician. Sometimes a magician, can and will use their powers in ways that are self-serving. you know, all energies have the light and shadow side. And so with this being the challenge, there is this like, you know, the challenge here is to make sure that whatever it is that you're moving towards so passionately, that you're not trampling over anybody else's will, you know. All right, let's get into our clarity cards with this. Spirit, can you give us some clarity cards on this Ace of Inspiration and this Eight of Inspiration? Whoa, okay, so that's a lot of cards. What I'm feeling is that these two cards came and landed right on top of our challenge, so we're going to leave those there for a moment. Let me focus on these for a second here. So interestingly, we have that Magician again, okay, and with the Devil card. So in this Ace of Inspiration, Eight of Inspiration, this is definitely something that is you're very passionate about this thing that you want to move towards. I mean, look at the fire on the Devil's feet. Hooves, excuse me. Definitely something that really strikes your passion. And again, you know, really just being very, very intentional with how you direct your energy, please, because power like this can really, you know, create some big movements here. Can really create these, like, you know, big changes. Magician, very powerful. I was going to say something else and I lost it because then I started thinking about these cards that came out. So, Nine of Emotions with the Magician. Daughter of Pentacles with the Son of Cups. So now the Daughter of Pentacles is the, again, this is the Knight energy. So this is a message, I think it's a message of solidifying and clarifying some kind of relational, like some kind of, like their feelings, like there's an offering here of clarity of heart. And it's almost like the challenge here is actually to come from a place, again, of like softness and gentleness, because we know that the Son of Cups sometimes can look very chill, but it has this very, the Son of Cups has this like very intense side to them because they are so emotional. You know, the Son of Cups comes with a lot of emotions. So again, you know, I just keep hearing whatever it is that you're wanting to take this step towards. Yeah, find your clarity of heart. And I feel like, I don't know, like you seem pretty decided about what it is that you're doing here. Because the Devil, this is Capricorn energy as well. This is like, you know, very ambitious energy. Very ambitious energy. Okay, let's get some clarity cards for Knight of Inspiration and Five of Voices. What is this message, Spirit? What is this energy? Okay, so we have the Eight of Pentacles. Working together, starting some kind of new project. Okay, so this could be something related to something that you want to create. Definitely very creative vibes. I don't know if anybody, if you're watching this and you remember and you watched that other tarot reading from a few nights ago when that spider appeared. This is very creative energy. This is like you know, hard work. dedicated hard work, committed hard work. And maybe that's the offering, that's the olive branch, like, hey, I really want a new start here. I want a chance. Give me a chance. I want to work really hard at this, spider energy. I want to create something with grace and ease, something long lasting that, you know, that we can work on together. And again, I'm seeing a branch here. So very much like this, you know, this energy of like wanting to extend peace, wanting to extend, and gosh, you know, please, peace, peace, peace. That has been my main focus of prayer. Peace, you know. Okay, so anything else that we want to look at here with these clarity cards? It looks like we're pretty clear here that whatever it is that you're leaving behind, you're clear about that. I don't know why. I just really, really want to get a clarity card for our threshold. Look, 2 cards just kind of stayed in my hand here. So we have the 7 of Swords that came in its reversal, and the Hierophant. Again, the number 5, right? So the Hierophant that's an energy that's been coming up a lot in the readings. You could be somebody that identifies with that energy, which is the energy of the teacher, the communicator, the provider of information, the counsel, the one with the secret key to be able to, you know, get the information and be able to, like, you know, spread it. With the 7 of Wands, we know, the 7 of Swords, of course. This is very much trickster energy with the Magician here. You know, it's hard to, like, you know, deny the fact that there is big time trickster energy in this reading. I can't remember, one of the cards wanted to come in its reversal. I can't remember now which one. But if we're talking about the Magician, like we started off saying, this could be the potential of, like, you know, using your power, using information, using your words, using your ideas, your intellect in a way that is self-serving and perhaps leads, you know, has led to situations where, you know, other people get hurt. Now, this one, you know, it has a fox here hiding a sword. And yeah, it's like you have very secretive energy. You like to not provide all of the information. Again, this came in its reversal. And that's why I'm talking about this energy. And I'm feeling like with the Threshold card, having to leave something behind, you know, I hope, you know, that as humanity, as we grow and evolve, that we do want to leave these parts of ourselves in the past, that we do want to shed these parts of us that, you know, are in the shadow, because the 7 of Swords, you know, it can also be like a very positive energy where you can use these energies in order to help other people. Like if you're somebody that has wit and the cunning to use your words, you know, you can reach people in ways that most others can't. And so, you know, really taking a look at that part of yourself and seeing where it is that you know, you've been misusing that power, and leaving that behind to step into your Hierophant, to, you know, to realize that you hold some kind of key. That's very powerful energy. All right, let's go deeper into our overall situation here. This is fast-moving energy towards something that really, you know, makes you very passionate energy here. So we have like 4 cards that just popped out. I do want to look at them. We have the Ace of Wands again. We have the Death card. We felt that energy in the thresholds. And the 7 of Pentacles. And the 9 of Swords. So, yeah, you really had to, you know, I'm feeling Saturn. Obviously, Saturn energy here. So this is like really strong, big, strong, karmic lessons. A lot of energy, like overcoming dark thoughts, dark night of the soul, I'm hearing. But there's something has sparked your inspiration. Something has sparked your fire. There's some kind of idea that has sparked your you know, your ignited your passion. And 7 of Pentacles, you're kind of taking a look, you know, like you're taking a look at all this work that you have been doing, and kind of like surrendered to this death process, and really surrendered into this passion as well that it has ignited in you. That's a lot of energy. I definitely feel like we might have to go back to that and talk a little more about that. So can we go deeper into our challenge space, please, Spirit? Let's go deeper into our challenge space. Okay, we have the 7 of Cups and the Magician again, and you saw how I flipped that. It was in its reversal. Yeah, you know, 7 of Cups talks a lot about idealistic energies. And I mean, I'm feeling like there's just like so much emotion wrapped up into whatever this is as well. Maybe there's a lot of choices that you can make in regards to where you can place where you can, like, you know, give what you can give your heart to. Again, you know, this Magician card, this is the 3rd time that it pops up. And when I see things 3 times, Spirit is telling me, pay attention. Okay? So this Magician in reverse, let's read about the Magician in reverse here in this deck. Because, okay, Shadow, you may be engaging with your creative power recklessly. Be cautious and methodical as you traverse new realms of personal power. Don't be greedy. Give service to others. Mantra, I channel I channel my creative power for the benefit of all. Oh, yeah, you know, I know that there are many places that you can give your heart space to, that you can give your attention to. And, you know, it might be hard to decide where you want to place that energy. And I'm feeling, you know, to get just get very clear about your power and where you want to place that power, so that you don't end up hurting yourself and you don't end up hurting others. I want to take a look at the 7 of Pentacles in this deck, because I know it probably talks a little bit of the Saturn energy, and I really want to get into that. So yeah, Saturn and Taurus into the void. We talked about the void with this, I noticed the Nine of Swords. Accompanied by Saturn in the constellation of Taurus, a woman falls into an abyss. We have fallen prey to our doubts and fears. The old ways of dealing with things no longer work, but we have not yet found new ways of surmounting obstacles. We feel weak and powerless against the forces, even though we are not. Saturn, however, is our friend here, giving us the keys to our own growth, though it can feel like and truly be destruction at first. Allow the process of unfolding to happen. I see. Okay, so there is definitely, you know, a lot of destructive energy here. A lot of destructive energy. Your passion has very much caused some, you know, some big changes in your life. Maybe that passion has led you to use your passion, to use your power, in a way that has destroyed, you know, things in your life. The Empress in reverse. With the Nine of Cups in reverse. Eight of Pentacles again, we see. All right, Spirit, can you please give us deepening messages for our action here? What is the deeper message of this action card? We have two cards. We have the Four of Cups and Temperance. So this is about channeling your emotions in a balanced way. I understand, Spirit is saying, I understand that you're very passionate and you want to come in with this, like, you know, with the fireworks and, you know, like really make it a big boom. And this moment calls for maturity. It calls for showing containment and tempering of energies. There, you know, this is a long journey is what I'm hearing with the Fool and the Eight of Pentacles here that requires work. So beautiful that you are excited, and also this knowing that, you know, there is a call here that you're going to be channeling your energy in a much different way than you have been in the past. You're going to, this passion and your emotions are going to be channeled in a new way. Perhaps even, I feel like, shared, you know, like a shared passion. With the Temperance card too, you know, I'm just really seeing like there's this integration of the shadow and the light, a union, some kind of yoking. Yeah, I mean, like, you know, you are a very powerful being. You're a very powerful spirit, soul. And I feel like up until this moment, you're crossing this threshold where, you know, you're leaving behind ways of overpowering and playing power, like having power plays. And perhaps, you know, coming into this place of having more balanced ways of channeling that energy. That's beautiful. So, okay, let's grab some cards to wrap this up. Some words, some cards, guidance. Oh, you know, I actually, before I do this, I wanted to pull some cards from my spirit cards. Okay, yes, look at that. We have a few already coming out that I knew that this deck had some energies for us. Okay, I guess I'm only going to pick two. Here we have light spirit and elephant spirit. Excuse me. There's a lot of energy moving at the moment. Light spirit, intuition, guidance, vision. Elephant spirit, empathy, altruism, community. So again, you know, there is this energy of communication. It's like what I'm feeling with this light spirit, with the parrots here and this light shining through the sky into the darkness. It's like, you know, using whatever messages that you, like if you're somebody that, you know, has a relationship with spirit, which I feel like you do. I mean, you have the magician card 3 times, like you're a master manifester. And spirit is basically just, you know, showing you that your power is actually just going to keep getting stronger, but it's up to you how you're going to keep using it. And you can go down the road of continuing to use your power for your own good. But with the elephant spirit here, you know, and this like empathy and altruism and community, I'm feeling Aquarius energy, which is very much about using your power to create something that is good for everybody, not just you, where, you know, everybody wins. It's not just about you, magician. It is about us, we as a community. Let's look at this. I want to see I don't want to read the whole thing because it's gonna, I mean, I guess I could. I salute the light within your eyes where the whole universe dwells. The message here, Light Spirit's message, is to become more keenly aware of your intuition and to trust and follow its guidance. The lighter you are within, the more access you have to this guidance. To help access this light, here's a meditation on light. Close your eyes and bring your attention. You can do this now if you want. Close your eyes and bring your attention to your breathing without trying to change it. Imagine a beautiful crystalline white light descending from the heavens through the crown of your head. See and feel this beautiful radiant light filling every part of your body. A glorious waterfall of pure, unconditional love. Understand that this is a gift from our Creator, here to activate your energy field and transmute all that no longer serves you into a higher vibration of light. See and feel your entire body immersed in this light. Imagine this light entering the ground through your feet and connecting deep into the earth, all the way to its core. Let this light circulate and flow through your entire being. Surrender to this light and allow it to transform anything that has veiled or obscured love. Say aloud 3 times, I am guided today by light and love. I am guided today by light and love. I am guided today by light and love. Oh, we love that. Especially for that part of you that likes to do this magician in reverse. You know, not to be led from, you know, selfishness, but to be led from a place of light and love. Now, the elephant spirit is a message for you to embrace a more powerful and prominent leadership role in all the areas of your life. This includes personal relationships, career, and community. Elephant spirit medicine means leading with the wisdom of your heart. Wow, this is a big, very big message here for you. If you're feeling stuck or blocked in any area of your life, follow the heart of the elephant spirit. This heart has its own wisdom and power, deeper and farther reaching than the logical mind, and it will always show the right way and help clear a path to it as well. Elephant spirit will also reveal to you the many ways you can help others, both humans and animals, along the way. Elephant spirit remembers who you are, an immensely wise, powerful, and caring being here to love others and be loved. Ooh, Lead with your heart, not from the ego. Those days are long gone. You're crossing this threshold, leaving behind this old way of doing things that are self-serving and coming into this leadership role, Hierophant, where you are leading with love from your heart. That is so beautiful. Big time evolution, growth, energy here. All right, so 3 cards for us to look at here right away. We have Cocoon. Creation begins in the void. Again, that is the 3rd time that, I don't know if I actually, sometimes, look, I listen to my videos. I'll go back and I'll listen to my own readings sometimes. And I think, I watch myself go through this process where I look at a card and in my head, I say something, I think of something, and I think I said it out loud. And then I'm like, oh my God, I didn't say it. So what I wanted to say with the 9 of Swords, when I saw this card, and I think I said I would go back to it, is like that I really feel like you've gone through this process of having to face the void, you know, this big dark circle here, and having to face it and open yourself up to somehow creating from that like darkness something beautiful, you know, like you have definitely felt that light piercing through the void that helps you to come, like, you know, to kind of realize that beauty again. That is the inspiration that you have received. You've received this inspiration through your dark night of the soul. You have gone through this darkness. You've learned the lessons, and that is where this passion has been ignited from. And the interesting thing here with this Cocoon card is that, you know, it is a message of being in the womb and being in that rest, you know, part of your healing process. And a reminder, you know, again, of the void, that that's where this creation process begins. So I feel like, you know, perhaps, I don't know, I don't feel like you're in that cocoon anymore. I think that you're actually coming out of it, or you're gathering the courage to come out of it. We've had this courage card a few times. And what I feel, definitely, what I feel Spirit kind of, the message that it's trying to give us here is to have the courage now to come out of that cocoon, right? With the Meditate card, you know, I immediately got taken back to our 4 of Cups and to our Temperance here. So I feel like, you know, as you come out of this courage, as you come out of this cocoon very courageously to move forward to whatever it is that you want, to not leave behind your meditation practice. I literally have been getting this card every single day. I have been, you know, sitting in the evening time. A lot of people meditate in the morning. Personally, I find that my best meditation time is around like the late afternoon, around 4. I can always just drop in at that time. That's like my favorite time. I get the best sessions out of that personally. You know, maybe it's now this is like your guidance to, you know, find a time and to meditate, you know, come back into your meditation practice. I want to take some more cards. These 3 came flying out like really quickly. And we have dance, move your body, dance through life, dance when those thoughts, I feel like sometimes these cards, they land over some of like what it wants to direct the message to. Whenever you feel these like really big emotions, these really big, you know, movements of energy, passionate energy, dance it out. Whenever you feel these overwhelming thoughts or anything like that coming, because I feel like, you know, even after we go through our dark night of the soul, you know, that doesn't mean that we'll never go through that again. That doesn't mean that we won't ever have another moment of like, you know, depth of darkness. Like, but this is saying, you know, now you know that you can dance your way through that darkness. Okay, consideration. I'm not surprised to see this card because of the Magician in reverse. This is consideration of everyone involved, consideration of you, especially personally. Consider yourself and consider others. Thoughtfulness, kindness, caring to not hurt another or make them uncomfortable. Interesting. Careful thinking. Observe, strengthen your meditation practice. Stay centered. What was this card? Breathe. Breathe through the discomfort. Breathe. This is such a like prominent message that just keeps popping up and popping up. I really feel though like here it's like, you know, breathe through this you know, this process that you're going through of like having this big, you know, movement of energy. There's like, I could just feel, maybe it's just my coffee, but I can just feel like this like big, you know, pressure building in you. It's a pressure building in you to have to like move towards something. But Spirit is really, you know, what I'm feeling is like your Spirit is really conditioning you is what I'm hearing. Not in like a bad way, you know, like programming, but like conditioning you in the way of like, yeah, hold on to that power. Hold this power in you. Hold that passion in you. Breathe it out. Balance it out and move from your heart. We're not telling you, you know, passion is bad, is what I'm hearing my spirit guides say here. We're not saying passion is bad. We're not saying that this passion that you want to create with is bad. What we're saying is to have the courage to consider everything that you're moving towards. Consider where you just came from, this cocoon that you just came from, and maybe breathe a little bit. Breathe a little bit, temper it out. You know, this is a long journey again. All right, beautiful soul. This was a really beautiful message. Thank you so much for letting me share these tarot messages with you. I appreciate you very much. If you can drop a like or a comment, that's also very, it helps for me and my passion of doing this, knowing that there's people out there that resonate with these messages. All right, beautiful soul, I will see you next time. Good luck and Godspeed.